Good morning, guys. It is 22 minutes past 10 on Monday, the 12th of August 2024, and that means we are 2 years and 19 weeks into what will be roughly an 8-year financial independence retire early experiment. And if we look at the market today, you can see that current market value for the Vanguard S&P 500 sitting at 79.58 near enough, up 0.5% today. This is on the London Stock Exchange. The US markets have not yet opened, and as things stand, we currently have 220 shares in the portfolio, worth 17,500. Our return on investment is about 18.6%. And current average purchase price 67.09. There's been a little bit of volatility in the market, as you can see, indicated by the red candles at the very top right there. But things have recovered pretty well, pretty quickly. Let's see that in a little bit more detail if I go to a 1-year view. So that's actually a bit crude looking there, but basically there was this shoot a couple of weeks ago, giving rise to the red candles here. It did go all the way down to about this point. It has recovered over the past number of days back up to here again. So the date there, obviously today's date. If I jump back to the last time the market was at this value, it was roughly the 10th of June. So I suppose you could say the market has lost roughly a couple of months worth of growth there, but I prefer to regard this as a correction rather than a crash or a shoot or anything else like that, because quite frankly, in the grand scheme of things, it is not that significant. If we have a look back further down the scale there, you can see that there were just as big, if not even bigger, fluctuations within the past couple of years. So this is absolutely no surprise at all. It is normal market volatility, partly perhaps also due to a little bit of market uncertainty, which was hyped by the mainstream media, who were baying for a crash, quite frankly, but a crash that never happened. So a little bit frustrating to see that from them, but nevertheless, that does appear to be what happened. Irrespective, guys, as I say, currently, even with what's happened there, our current return on investment is just over 18.5%. You're not getting that in any bank that I know of. So let's go ahead and do our weekly investment into the market. So we will buy £120 worth of theoretical. This is theoretical because this is the practice platform on Trading 212. I do use Trading 212 personally, and I do invest similar amounts to this, but for obvious reasons and privacy and all the rest, I keep my own finances private. So these 120 theoretical pounds from the Trading 212 practice platform are going to be invested in the Vanguard S&P 500 exchange traded fund. And that's going to buy us roughly 1.5 shares at current market value. It's going to be a market buy, so we are literally, depending on the settlement price, just depending on what other buy and sell orders are going through the market at the time, we should see execution up here somewhere. Hopefully. There we go. So we got 1.5 shares for 79.60. So we've paid an extra couple of pence perhaps on the advertised current market value, but nevertheless, we now have obviously 221.5 shares. That hasn't really changed the return on investment. It's still just below 18.5%. Current average purchase price will have increased slightly now up to 67.17. And if I'm assuming you can see this at the top left here, the value of the account as a whole, so that's the free funds as well as the funds that have been invested, is sitting at 52,700. And the reason for that is that when you open a practice account with Trading 212, they give you 50,000 to play with, but obviously because we have had this growth, that is why the figure at the top left is sitting over the 50,000. So as I say, we've got 17,600 odd invested in the market. We are 2 years, 19 weeks completed in this 8-year fire journey. 8 years, quite simply, because that's how long it would take to exhaust a fund of 50,000 being invested at a rate of £120 per week. It's a decent time frame. We'll be able to see some we'll be able to see some changes over that period of time. And quite honestly, if the market does perform as it normally would be expected to, even if it performs as well as its sort of average performance, then I would like to think that after the 8 years we should see a doubling in the value of the portfolio compared to the amount invested, because at a rate of growth of 10% per year on average, normally speaking, you should see a fund double in value after about 7 years. So by the time we get to 8 years, it should be double the amount invested, or at least near enough. So as you can see here on this view, you can see the portfolio, the actual value as things stand. You can also see the amount invested and then the return shown separately. So that's why, as you can see here, the amount invested is actually less than 15,000 as things stand, but we have seen a sizable return thus far, and that explains the greater value there. So as I say, currently it's sitting at about 18.5%, but I would like to think when we get to 7 years, we should see that double. Guys, that is probably going to be it for today. I don't think I have anything else for you for now, other than to say there are currently no free shares offers available on 212. Now that said, if you do have an account with them and you've got free funds, you can select the options to earn interest on your free funds. And there's also another kind of a scheme where you can actually agree to allow your shares to be lent out, and you can earn interest by doing that as well, although I think that's perhaps only within the invest part of the portfolio and perhaps not within the ISA side. But there we go. So guys, as I say, I will be back next week with more. And in the meantime, have a great end to your Monday, and thanks for watching. And of course, if you're interested in following the journey, hit the subscribe button, and if you particularly enjoyed this episode, why not give it a thumbs up. Cheers guys, bye for now.